Holy moly, it's been a while, but we are back in the Swoop studio. Let's get into it. So, I just returned back home on Friday night, or pretty much Saturday morning. It was like midnight. My plane landed. I'm back home recording here. No Switzerland mountains, no Malta, no wherever the hell else I was recording. But that was absolutely incredible. It was a lot of fun. And now we're just going to hit this thing really hard because pre-season training for years 1 to 4 starts tomorrow. Let's talk about it. So, as you guys are aware, I quit my job before I left for Europe to pursue Swoop Luke full time. So, you're going to get so much more content, better quality content as well. I'm going to spend these next couple of weeks doing up this wall. It probably won't be painted black and white like my old wall was, but there will be a little bit more than just this Swoop sign here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's talk about preseason, what I want to see for preseason. Then I'm going to get you guys to leave your comments down below what you want to see for preseason. So like I said, years 1 to 4 return tomorrow, but other players can come join. We've seen that throughout the last couple of years where the older sort of players come in, they want to hit training early. We know some players are overseas at the moment. The Dacos brothers, Quaynor, Lipinski are overseas. So everyone's still doing their own little thing, but years 1 to 4 start tomorrow. Now, we know during preseason, players are training their house down. Players look as fit as they've ever been. The team looks ready to hit the ground running. What else are the cliches? All these other cliches about preseason. Every team looks like they're winning a premiership in preseason, right? We remember that from last year's preseason, it was Cam Mooney that came out and said, "I've never." He said that he talked to someone close to at Collingwood, and they said that they've never seen a team more primed for back-to-back premiership success because of their good preseason than they did with Collingwood last season. And look where we are. Didn't make finals, right? So you have to take preseason with a grain of salt, and that's fine. That's what preseason is. It's just to, get the boys up and running. It is good for us because we didn't make finals. Everyone's been training a lot more. We know that the players have been hitting the track earlier, have been keeping up with Instagram. And that's mainly also because we didn't play in final. We didn't play in a premiership. So it gives the players, one, time to rest, and two, enough time to go into a season with more training. Because we know, well, it's theorized that the premiership plus the celebrations plus the early start with that round 0 really messed up with our preparations a lot. So now we have literally no excuses at all for us to, I know I just said the cliche, but for us to hit the ground running in season 2025. The biggest thing that I want to see from preseason is just no injuries, right? Because we were just inundated with injuries last season, and it really just messed up our season. We know injuries mess up everyone's season, but we were just decimated with injuries. So I want to see us go into season 2025 with a clean bill of health. The other thing that I want to see is just that players are improving. I know it's pretty hard in preseason, especially with training, to see players improving, but you can see that the body of work that they've put into their bodies. We see Jacob Ryan, he was sharing videos and photos of him, smashing out the gym and stuff like that. And TJ was with the older players when they were coming back, and we saw Ash Johnson doing the same. So there's these players that are putting the effort in, so we get to see what that looks like in these next couple of weeks before the senior players come back. Player-wise, though, who I really want to see a lot of, and get, a lot of content from the Pies and stuff, is Harry Demetia. So we know that he was one of those players that was just decimated with injuries last season. He caught the injury during preseason, and then, he couldn't really get running. And when he did, he was playing okay in the VFL. Now he's had a season under his belt, or somewhat of a season under his belt because of those injuries. I want to see him just go absolutely ham during this preseason, because there was big raps on him. There was huge raps on him. So I want to see what he looks like injury-free and going absolutely at it. Another one I want to see is Iliro Smith, who now will have a Collingwood preseason under his belt. I thought he was doing well in the VFL when he was there. Still trying to learn our game plan and stuff like that. So now that he's got that full game plan going, he's gonna have a full preseason. He is one for the future. Remember, we delisted Aiden Begg, so our rucks at the moment are Oscar Steen, or sorry, our future rucks are Oscar Steen, who is going to be good, and Ilaro Smith, who I think might be one of the better ruckmans that we'll have for a long time, because I just love the way he goes about it. He has a bit of that mongrel, and at Collingwood, we love a mongrel. I think it also goes without saying that it's a really big year for Reef McInnes and a really big year for Finn McRae. Now, they're both out of contract at the end of 2025. Reef just got a contract right at the end before, all the delistings were happening and stuff like that. So these guys, they're not that they're seniors, but they've been around the traps for quite a while now. They have to be leading this preseason, right? Out of the young guys, they have to be leading this preseason, because they've got, look, honestly, to put it bluntly, they've got to do something. And we know that they can do it in the VFL, but this is the year where they take the step up. I know that Collingwood have got an older list. I think it's the oldest list. It would be the oldest list in the AFL. This is the changing of the guard year. It's don't 2026. The guard's already been changed. Once it's 2026, she's all over, right? As in, like, all the senior players are gone. There's just going to be a bunch of young kids. This year is the baton passing. This year is when the baton starts getting passed. I want to see Reef McInnes push for spots ahead of senior players. I want to see Finn McRae pushing for a midfield spot ahead of, I don't know if he gets ahead of Pendlebury, but, ahead of Tom Mitchell, or ahead of Steele Sidebottom. I want to see Ed Allen doing the same. Finish the year off strong, Ed Allen and Will Parker. They've got to keep that momentum going into preseason. So all of these guys have storylines, and that's what I love. That's what I love about footy, right? When it's not, winning premierships and stuff, that all of these players have little storylines that they've got to pick up. Ash Johnson's contracted, but he's been delisted with the hopes of getting re-rookied by Collingwood. Same with Oleg Markov. So, Finn McRae and Reef McInnes, we just talked about them. Who else? Jacob Ryan, Ed Allen. Harvey Harrison has got that ACL, so don't expect him to do anything. Then you got the Ned Long. All these players have just got their own individual storylines, which I love. And it's going to be interesting to see which senior players come back and start preseason training really, really early. Now, I'll be at training. I'll be recording some video. You'll have a training, not a I guess a training vlog like I used to do when I used to take the mornings off work. But now this is my work, so no rest for the wicked. I'll get there. It'll be fun. I won't be able to take pictures, but I'll get some footage and be on the lookout for that. But until then, let me know your thoughts down below. Who do you want to see have a good preseason from the years 1 to 4? Anything else, leave your thoughts down below. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers, I'll swoop you later.